You're right, Pat.
Aye. You're Shan? Yeah, stupid fucking question, what?
You're right, though. You look a little...
What?
beleaguered.
You know, it's been a rough few.
Don't you have a suit with you?
This is me. Look, it's the best I could do.
Didn't you see the shave?
Don't have a razor. Did what I could with the odd scissors, like.
It's alright. You hear. You made the effort. I'll warn you, though. The Corporal will be along later.
Shite. Salad Battle-Axe not dead yet. See, they got the casket all right?
They did, yeah. Thanks for sorting that.
Ah, don't bother. No bother.
Is it not a bit small?
No, that's the standard size.
Right, well, you'd know best.
Alright. All in sorted you good then?
Yeah, well, you dropped the family name and what can they do, you know?
You'd think. Bosses wouldn't have a business if I hadn't closed up shop. Back in Dwyer's then, eh? Look at the house.
Don't know, it's what I wanted. Awaken his local.
Sure. Probably spent more time in here than he did in the house. You been here all right, all night?
I was here late. Sean's had with him so I could go and get a few hours kip like. You know, freshen up.
Grand. There be many down?
You the regulars. Miss Flanagan the butcher, a couple of old loves from the church. Tell you the truth. I think most of them came just to get a free jar.
Sure. You always get a few scroungers come awake. But they came so.
Do you want a pint?
Ah, no, don't worry, I'll get them.
Don't bother, you can get them here.
What's all this business?
It's a serving hall. Sean had it put in to save him having to walk all the way around the layout.
See you fucking crippled now, or what?
Don't get him started on the whole blisters.
Just the other side of the shagging door.
You know, Sean.
Oh, lazy bastard. Ah, you're right there, Sean. You're right, Paddy.
Was that your hair getting the hero's welcome a minute ago?
Was I?
Jeez, I thought Kennedy himself had walked in.
Think he's down a new rust today.
A lot of fuss for a sodding yank. Presidential visit me arse, it's all politics.
It's funny that, a presidential visit being political and all.
You know what I mean? Dressing it up as this big homecoming, I tell you, he's up to something.
You're not keen on Kennedy, what?
Lord, credit to the lad, he's kicking up a stern with this whole Cuba thing, fair play. I just don't want some Soviet wanker firing at them and hitting us.
I bloody hope at that.
You know what I mean? If it's politics, grand, but don't come on with all this homecoming.
He's got roots here only a couple of generations back. There's family. Sure, isn't that why he's down there today? To see all the relatives and that.
He's right, you know.
Pat, when did you last see Cousin Noel?
Not since he went off to Scotland.
And his wee lad. When did you see him?
Oh, I didn't even know he had one.
You see, wee lad, born over there to a cousin we've not seen in donkeys. And tell me something, Sean. What nationality is that lad?
Well, he's
he's a Scot, right?
See where you're going.
And his little one, assuming he stays put and has babies, what'll they be?
Scottish.
There you go. The wee lad's a Scot. His little ones will be Scots. The yank is a yank, and it doesn't matter coming back second, fifth or 40th generation. You leave your country, you leave your family, you leave your right to your heritage. You don't come back and claim a place in a country you've no right to. He's no more related to them dairy rats than I am to you, and I'll tell you something.
You want to get off your soapbox there, Minute Michael Collins?
Yes, you're getting all heated up about it.
Waste of bloody Irish money. My money, running out the red carpet for Ireland's lost son.
Well, at least you're not taking it to heart.
I'm sorry, it riles me up.
I'll tell you though, you couldn't move in here yesterday for sightseers.
They probably kept getting stuck to your manky old carpets.
You know, I mean, it was full of people.
Surprised you could find a way back here with all the dingy lighting and all.
I kept the back closed, actually, on account of your dad.
Aye, well, thanks again all the same, Sean. We appreciate you doing this now. And for free.
Oh, aye, cheers, Sean. You're a good man.
So what about you, Paddy? You're looking, well, has the Corporal seen him yet?
Not yet.
Jesus, warn me when she does.
Look at you. Talking out your hole again.
You what?
The hole, the yoke, the hat shears.
Ah, it's grand, isn't it? Saves me feet. I've got blisters the size of the Himalayas.
It's not so.
Come here and I'll show you.
Can we not get a couple of points, Sean?
Ah, sorry, Dave. And there's me going on about presidents on me feet on a day like this.
It's alright.
Grand, so 2 pints coming?
Actually, you better make it 3.
It's definitely coming then.
He felt he had
It's
to.
fine.
I spoke to him on the phone the day after.
So the other Irish Yanks coming home then?
He is, aye.
I just figured I don't know what I figured. Look, it's grand. But the two of you stop looking at me like that. It's fine. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting him to... Shite.
Jesus.
What are they for?
You 3 lads in the same room. They had to close the streets for Kennedy. They'll have to evacuate Dublin for you lads. This might calm you down, so.
Sure, how'd he get blisters? I've never seen him set foot past this end of the bar. In fact, I can't say for certain I've ever seen the bottom half of him. It's even got feet.
Oh, Janie.
You alright?
I didn't think he'd get a flight with the whole JFK thing going on.
He flew back the same day, packed up and went straight to the airport.
Good. Grand. He's been staying with you, son.
No, Mary's ma says he's staying with her.
You talked to Max, Mary's man.
Jeez, I had to. You got a number for him out there?
Well, no,
The only way I could think to let him know. You didn't want to cause any trouble, like, he's not here to...
Right, I didn't think he was all I
You're
was saying.
older
I'm
now,
sorry.
don't worry.
Aye. Older. Aye.
Older. Aye.
Will you have a drop?
Sure, wonder I not.
Slán sé. Have you seen him?
I had a pint yesterday near the depot. And a couple, you know.
What did you talk about?
The usual, you know. Mary, the States, what they're getting up to and that. Got himself a little bookies.
He's running a book.
Ah, no, legitimate like. Dyson's and that.
Christ, how did he fall into that?
You'll have to ask him. I just asked him if he had a tip for the 350.
Did he?
Oh, he did, aye. Fecker last.
Don't know if that makes him a good bookie or a shite gambler.
When did you last,
Jeez, it'll be about 6 years. Just before he went off.
stateside, like?
I only in passing, like. Before that, just a couple of extended family things. You know what you said. You end up seeing each other across the bar or whatnot. No worries, like, just nuts and that.
Yeah, I think that'll be when I last saw him too, roundabouts.
You've napped it over.
Sure, I can't afford a razor. Sure as shite can't afford a feckin' plane ticket.
Mouth like a sailor, Paddy Shannon.
Jesus, I just shat myself. Seriously, I just shat myself.
Well, it doesn't look as though it'd do much harm to that suit you're wearing. Oh, drinking, are ye?
No, I was not drinking. I was paying.
Then why can I smell booze?
Are you working with the water again, Lord?
I don't know why I'd bother trying with you, Paddy Shannon. Really, I don't.
And neither do I. Maybe you should give over. Dave's got a bit of life left. Why don't you try sap a bit from him?
I spent 33 years trying to clean up that mouth of yours, and now all I hear is swearing. It's like needles in the ears.
To be fair, it's why I usually do it when you're not about.
Oh, a smart mouth too. If you watch your fingers half as hard as you work your gum, you might make something of you. And what have you come as? look like a pauper.
I am a pauper.
Oh, a way out of that. Oh, you've a roof over your head, which is more than most. Hello, young David lad.
Hi, Mrs Boland.
I get one of those?
Less of it.
What are you doing sneaking in the back door for anyways?
I have no desire to be seen in a public house at this hour of the day. What am I, a reprobate?
That you can't worse.
Oh, you've a fast mouth, Patty Shannon, and it needs slowing down.
You're a delight to see as always, Corporal. It's no wonder the message part like the Red Sea when you're coming.
Way out of that.
3 pints off, feck.
Oh, look! You've scared me quite away.
Give over. Now, up! And up with this.
Christ, Corporal, you're ripping me arms off.
Oh, Jane, this stink. Smells like there's something living in it.
There is me.
I don't know what you're laughing at, young David. Sure you thought more of your dog than to have your own brother turn up at his funeral dressed like a dosser.
I'm not responsible for
You
that.
could have called me.
He only got here not 10 minutes back.
It's 10 minutes to sort out this mess.
What was I supposed to do?
Clean him up. There's a Jack's. Lord, I could smell him coming in.
I stood right here, you know.
How is this my fault?
So help me, young David lad.
Oh, it's great getting the family together, isn't it, Dave?
Oh, and you put that drink down.
I was just...
Oh, and you just me once more, and I'll slap that stubble off your face. Now, here's some soap. Go to Jack's and give yourself a wash.
We've had a wash.
Good. Now, give yourself a proper wash.
Come on, are you calm?
And cover up that mirror. Have you no respect for the dead?
God almighty.
Right. Soap. Jack's. And here's a brush. While you're at it, do something about tidying up that crow's nest.
You joking? I'm a grown man. I'm a grown man.
Maybe let's leave the quiet watches if I have. In this dark bell, I feel no ill on my side. Don't be like that. Even rocks do crack once in a while.
It's alright, you know.
Doesn't help though, does it? That's what he'd say, isn't it?
It is, I
All the tears and all the crying don't make him any the less dead.
suppose.
I saw you were up and out early this morning.
Well, Robert, the whole thing of JFK coming yesterday, I thought I'd check the route up to the cemetery. You know, just to check the roads line. Did you see it?
Saw it on the news. Mad business. But I'll say this for the Irish, we gave him a hell of a welcome.
Can you believe they're calling it a homecoming? Why a homecoming? Sure, he's not even Irish.
Come on, lad, he's third generation. And hasn't the lad done well for himself? You know, if the next Yank came over here to be Taoiseach, wouldn't the lads over the pond be having a song and dance? Oh, I never thought I'd live to see a Mick in the White House. If he's good for Ireland, he's Irish. Welcome home, Yank.
There's another homecoming, you know.
Christy?
Paddy was telling me. I didn't think he'd be coming.
You three never saw eye to eyes, particularly as far as your dad was concerned.
But he hated the man. Why is he putting us through it?
No. But at the end of the day, he's still his dad. Whatever he thinks or feels about him, he'll always be his dad.
I suppose.
You just have to be the bigger man, you hear me? It's only for one day, and I don't want to hear about the three of yous knocking the snot out of each other over old wounds. Like the tears. They'll not change anything.
You're right. I know you're right.
Of course I'm right. Am I ever wrong? And don't you know, I'm everything.
It does help, though.
What?
The crying, the tears, not the... I've not cried yet. It's strange, shouldn't I have? You know, I feel like I'm about to, and then it goes. I reckon he'll think I didn't love him.
Oh, You spent your best years washing and tending for a man who'd already more or less packed his cases. You loved him. He knew. Doesn't take tears to convince anyone of that.
Suppose.
You're a big daft softy, David Shannon, God love you. Have you eaten?
No, I can't seem to keep anything down.
Lawrence, nobody's touched me sandballs yet. Oh,
Well, not once.
get a couple of these into you, and then the others will start. The toilet spent making these. You best be eating them all up. Here, get these into you.
Thanks.
Have you started to clear out your doll's stings yet?
Not yet. I've known some stuff about, but not got any further.
Always looked well in a suit, you da. And he'd have you three turned out sharp as angels. Don't you see the state of you now?
Was it not better?
More like a polished cow dropping.
Feck's sake.
Language.
Sorry.
Them suits of your dar, are they still up at the house?
I'll bet the one he's wearing.
Well, he's a slight scrawnier than your dar, but what are you
Play that. I am not wearing me dead da's suit.
I'm not taking it off his back. It's hanging in a wardrobe.
Oh, Dave, lad, will you tell her?
Paddy, it's just clothes. What you being so fussy for? Sure, you used to be an undertaker, for God's sake.
Aye, well, typically, once I stripped them down, I didn't try on their skivvies.
Put you in a bin bag at the moment, it would be a marked improvement. You'll be wearing the suit. Now, come on back to the house and show me where you put things, David.
But
You can bring them back here and he can change.
I can't leave that.
He doesn't look like he minds. Come on. And you, Paddy, get some food into you. The skin's hanging off your bones. And as for you, Mr. Dwyer, I know you've a business to run, but I want him sober. If I come back and find him hanging off the table, I'll have your head. Am I clear?
Crystal.
Christ. Anything else?
Yes. You mind things here. I'll not have you messing up his last day above ground. And stop bloody swearing!
Should only be 10 minutes or so.
If you're bringing her back, take your time. You got room in there for her? I'm eating, see? I'm eating. Christ! What's she putting this? Sure you don't mind. You've tasted her food.
She gone.
She has, aye.
Jeez, she's colder than the Liffey in the winter, that one.
She is that.
How the hell did you God survive living next door to her all your life?
Garlic and holy water. Here, Sam, you sort me out the point. I'm gasping.
I don't know. You heard herself.
Ah, she won't be back for a bit.
She
Go on,
might.
it's me dad's way.
She might kill me. I mean it. There's a very strong probability.
Ah, give him a pint, Dwyer, you tight-fisted sod.
Jeez, the travel returns what?
What about you, Sean?
No bodyguards, no reporters. You're a lot more subtle than that other Irish Yankee came in yesterday.
What, him? I just sent him on ahead to clear the ways, like.
Ah, it's grand to see you. I'll have you set up in the back there. So go on in and I'll get you a jar. My old Pat, we've had a president. No Lee bleeding Marvins in town.
You're right, Pat. You're right there, Chris. And there's himself, so. Aye. May he rest in. Well, may he rest anyways.
Been a while since I seen that face. Wasn't sure how I was going to feel seeing him again. Something about seeing him lying here, I don't know, seeing him vulnerable. Still just makes me want to...
Punch him in the gob.
It does, aye.
Thought about it myself, but
Better of it.
aye. You seen the Corporal?
Points!
On me way in, like, yeah. I thought it best to hold back. I don't want to have to deal with her yet. Cheers, Sean.
May all roads lead us home to your old man, Smash it.
Yeah, she's down at the church for the flowers, but she's coming back. She's Dave bring me one of Dad's old suits. Can you believe it?
Ah, well.
She's a hearse coming at 11:30 and all.
Dolan's are bringing a hearse. Sure for why? You can see the church from the front of the pub. What's he bothering with a hearse for?
Traditions, like. You know her. That's why she's got the windows open, mirror covered, all that. Wants to take him back past the house and all. Even wants us all to do some tributes later. Singing or poetry or the like.
Jeez, you should have had me bring me castanets. I could do a fucking flamenco.
Don't be singing like you did at your ma's wake.
Will you give over? I never sang it, man.
Jeez, the house is the stone's throw, the church across the road. It's a waste of money. I tell you, I could carry him and the casket myself. It'd save a few punts. Tradition me arse.
I bet you could, so. Strap of a man now, isn't he? Went off for a wreck like you, Pat. And now...
Oh, come on, I've a bit of timber.
A bit? Jesus, what are they feeding you over there in the States?
Hot pig's cheek and currant cake.
That's one of Mam's lines. Giant of a man.
That's sure I was always big, so. Didn't I peak at 6 foot by me 40th birthday?
You had that ratty little moustache by the time you were in long trousers. Early bloomer, what?
Come in nice now, though, what? I tell you, though, it's all a bit health mad over there in the States. It truly work, like. I meet a lot of sports types. They take one look at me and they're always shoving fruit juices and herbal tea down their throat.
You'll be needing a drop of the old porter then?
I've missed you, so.
Grand, so. Pat says you're doing the bookies. Is it the horses or what?
A bit of everything, really. You gotta diversify.
Diversified? He's got the business lingo down.
You gotta cover a wide range. I've had to step on a few toes now. I tell you, I've lads taking bets on the Olympics next year already. On top of that, we've got the horses, boxing, basketball, baseball, football, college ball.
Sounds like a load of balls to me.
Look, there's a lot of competition out there. Rivalries can be fractious.
Fucking fractious? What the hell's that?
Lots of infighting, difficult relationships.
Janie, fractious. What'll they think of next?
So business not so good.
I know it's grand. Branching out like, got a few more stores up. Even brought some of the army lads to serve with in on it. You know, you gotta have people you can trust.
True, true. And how's Mary?
Yeah, she's grand. Not seen a lot of her, like, it's been difficult. It's been away a lot with work, but I know she's teaching. Yoga. It's all like bending and stretching and that.
The only bending my missus does is my bleeding ear hole.
Now come on, I tell you, some of them lasses are really flexible. They can get their shoulders through their legs.
Sure, that's nothing. Charlie Squires has been walking around with his head up his arse for years.
She's not with you then, Christy, the missus?
No. She's due our baby in a couple of months, so she can't fly.
You're having a nipper.
Another one eye.
He never said.
Are you not a bit long in the tooth for that kind of business now?
Leave off.
You'll be pushing the pram while some nurse is pushing your wheelchair.
We left it too long, I know.
How long are you been together? Since you were kids? 30 years?
Shut up, Sean.
Yeah.
Why did you just wait?
Sean!
I mean, why didn't you have him when you were younger?
For fuck's sake! Sorry about that, Chris.
It's alright.
You know Sean, he's always putting his feet in it. He's worse now with his blisters. Sure you're alright.
It's been a shite few months to tell you the truth, Pat. It's not all sunny back home. When Mary first told me about the baby, I didn't... Well,
You acted the goat.
I said some things I shouldn't have, We'd always had it in our heads after we lost a little lad that we'd just never be parents. You know, it's too hard, but enough time passes and...
Maybe too much time.
Well, that was my thinking. Ended up spending a good few weeks at a motel near the house. Grim couple of weeks they were. But then we were just starting to make a go of things and...
The selfish bastard ups and downs.
It got me thinking about everything again, digging it up. About our little lad lost, about leaving Ireland, about him. Did I just abandon this, Pat? And if I did he win?
You listen up, Chris. Yeah, he was a drinker. He was a nasty fecker with a glass in him, but I'm glad he's going under. Life got him in the end. He was the loser. How he fucked all 3 of her lives? Nah. A man like that doesn't win. Ever. Look, let sleeping dogs lie. Literally. What's that?
Telegram from Mary. Before I left, we had it out. I wasn't settled on what to do until that. She thinks we should tell him.
For fuck's sake, are we doing this again? No! I told you no last night and I'm saying it now. He's managed this long not knowing. He doesn't need his head filled up with this now. Today...
I know, but this changes things.
Look, I know she's your wife, so I'm respectful when I say this. The fuck does she know? We were there, not her.
Look, I am telling you, this changes things.
A telegram from... Can I read it? Jeez. She's away with words. But she's not here. And I'm saying this is feckin' stupid.
Can I have me paper back, Pat?
Are you gonna tell him?
Give me paper,
Have you know?
Paddy, so
Bloody Corporal level. Drop it! That feckin' bunny her! Drop it! Let go of me feckin' stand! Drop me paper! Let me go or I'll flash you right in the face. That's not how you use it. Drop the paper! God, me. Lads, everyone gonna beat the cavalry today or what? Drop it! Jeez. 6 years in America and you come back swinging like John Wayne.
You're a fucking child.
Tasted better than the sandwiches. You know, he gets this temper from you, you know. Look, he'll resent you. Yeah? He'll resent you if you tell him, and that's that.
Look, we haven't said a word in the last 10 years. I don't think he's gonna start.
Oh, well, see if his last 2 words aren't feck off.
Wouldn't you want to know the truth about your dad?
Jeez, of course I would. Who wouldn't? But he's not going to believe you when that fecker is rotting away right next to us. Look, if you're going to tell him, just bide your time. Yeah?
How's the hand?
Still works.
Had you done the casket?
Alright.
Nice work.
Thanks.
You know you made it too small.
I do, I.
Fuck him.
Fuck.
Here, should you be packing him away like that?
You're fecking after by now, what? The revitalisation of the Irish economy.
To the Yank.
The young Mick.
And all who sail in him.
You made it so.
I did, aye.
Well, I guess it's welcome home then.
Can't believe I thought this was going to be awkward.
You've been staying down with Mary's, is that right?
Yeah, I was going to stay in a hotel, like, but Mag's offered to put me up, and well, she's only a bus ride away, so just made sense.
Good. Have you eaten?
Didn't fancy much of breakfast, but I spied a few sambos.
Oh, don't! Christy, don't!
I don't know what she puts on them.
Melt the roof of your mouth.
It's like old mustard.
Battery acid.
It's not good.
I think she's finally gone.
I'll leave it so. Got you a pint.
Thanks.
Managed to Get everything sorted, all the arrangements and that?
Yeah, it's all done. The Corporal's across at the church now putting out the flares and that came to the house. Paddy got me in touch with them.
Dorlins, they're grand.
Yeah, but they've got it all under control.
Anything I can do to help?
It's fine. I thought we might do a rosary in a bit.
Fine.
Only if you still...
Every Sunday, old habits and that.
The Corporal suggested we might do a reading or something. I don't know. It's tradition, so something for himself. Since we're all under one roof again.
Paddy mentioned you. Grand so.
Pat, you'll be giving us your song again, what?
I never bloody. Why does everyone think I sang that song? You've no sign of a tan then? I thought you'd be all golden and sun-kissed.
No, you know, you gotta watch the sun out there. Noah's Irish, fry like sausages if you're not careful.
Look, lads, we may as well address the elephant in the room.
Pat,
Really?
No, I know you've been thinking it since Dave walked back in, and I'm just going to come out and say it so it's out there. I'm saying...
Yeah?
I'm saying...
Yeah?
I am not wearing that feckin' suit.
If it's the wrath of the Corporal you want, it's up to you.
Christ, if it shuts her up.
What, the Corporal? Quiet.
I know. Will you get me another point?
Don't drop it.
Well, no shoes. Once more to the jacks, dear friends.
I'll get that point. Could I get another, please, Sean?
Righto.
You know when you were a lad, did Dad bring you in here for your first pint?
Sure, he did that with all of us. Sean was just saying last night he's never actually seen the three of us in here together. Can't be right. Sure, we were all in here all the time.
If I remember right now, I would have been about 15. Dad and I sat in here, just right here actually. Dad was sitting here, I was sitting there where you are. Talked about everything. Talked about the business, Mam, my future, planned out my whole life. I was going to go to college, do my accountancy cert, and then I was going to go into the business, help him sort out the books. Yeah, but that was before the war, like.
He never did get the hang of them books, did he?
No. He always used to say, I don't have a good head for numbers, but I've an eye for a good figure.
The old sad.
Never really struck home till now, you know, the irony of it. An undertaker at his own funeral. Sure, a cobbler never thinks about who's going to be the one to fix his shoes. Why does an undertaker think about who's going to be the one to bury him?
He did though. He had it all planned out. This is how he wanted it.
What? In the back room of a dingy pub?
Must have meant something to him, because that's what he asked for. Nothing used to here.
Us? Me and Pat? You mean he wanted us here? Jesus, I wouldn't have thought that of him.
Not just that, he wanted Paddy to do the funeral.
Silly sod probably figured he'd get a discount keeping it in the family.
Look, I'm trying to not get back down in either. Let's just not do that, okay?
You're right. I'm sorry. So, why didn't you let Pat do the whole thing?
Sure, if Egypt made the coffin too small, you don't think I'm going to trust him with anything else, do you?
God loves a trier.
If only you'd back and try. This is, hasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Look, I should
Look,
say-
Chris, I know you Yanks love to talk your feelings and hawk and love each other right. And let's skip the bollocks, okay? I'm still fuming over the way you treated him and me. And as for you, you've closed yourself after him, all of us over there. I only assume you slighted me because I chose to stay and look after Dad. Whatever your reasons. I don't care. Today is... whatever it is. Today is, fuck it, you're the soldier, what do you call it?
Truce.
Truce. Aye. Truce. Right. Do you know, the earliest memory I have of Dar is him sitting me on his knee and showing a picture of me. It's hazy like, but I remember him telling me how proud he was of me.
He tell you about getting a scolding off one of the Christian brothers?
No?
He always left that part out. He walked me in, all the way to the door. All the other folks, they were leaving their kids at the gate, but not him, no. I had to be chaperoned all the way in, and I tell you, he was in their bad books after that. They watched me like a hawk.
I do know this. Mam told me what he said to Brother Patrick once. I'm not surprised they watched you.
I was on that day. Brother Patrick comes tearing across the yard, yelling at him to get off out of there. Dad just walks up to him, cool as you like, leans in and whispers in his ear, I may be on your grounds, but one day you'll be on my slab.
He did the same with me. Walked me up. I never said a word to him like.
And with Pat all the way to the door, not a peep.
They probably thought better of it.
I look like a feckin' langer.
That's a lot better.
You see me hands?
They're lost up here somewhere.
Stand up straight and leave an house.
I've got 6 feckin' feet. I don't bloody believe it. Where's me pint? Cheers. Dressing up in me dead doll suit. I'm gonna tell her when she gets here. I'll bloody tell her.
What?
I don't know, but I'm gonna bloody tell her.
Look, will you stop going on like a dry shite?
The suit's fine.
What? I'm shutting up about it, okay?
Now, where was I before Johnny 40 Coats checked on?
The photo.
The photo.
What photo?
The one of me going to school.
The one in the kitchen.
On the first day. Did you tell him about Brother Patrick on the slab?
Jesus, will you catch up?
So Dad was telling me about you up fighting the war.
He's coming home with a chest of medals, Mama'd say.
Do you remember the parades we got?
God, yeah. We got all the tin foil and we made these little medals.
And the drills up and down the drive. Dad could have saved these rifles from upcuts from the caskets like.
Yeah, that was brilliant. We went on all these little missions into the trees, like, up by the yard. Oh, do you remember the hose?
Right, so one day we were on this mission to break into this old fortress. I say old fortress, but me man knackered old Morris so fat. So we started sneaking up, taking shots and killing all the Germans like.
And everyone first time.
Oh, crack shots we were. So we start running up through the trees, and all of a sudden, there's water pissing down everywhere. Paddy and I are getting soaked, and all we can hear is this laughing.
We think there's some nut up in the tree and we go running into the house screaming.
We were right though, there was a nut up in that tree. Dad, with a hose. He came into the house with a big smile on his face. Mam's hooking us. What's the matter with the 2 years? Did you know the bad guy shoot back? Laughing his arse off.
The look on your face was priceless, Dave.
Sure, what do you expect? I was only 3 or 4. You were nearly in your teens.
Get the feck.
I'll tell you, it wasn't until that point that I realised the bad guys really do shoot back. In the movies, you see little Johnny running all the way across no man's land and not get a scratch.
Yeah, well, it's definitely not like the movies.
But that's it, you see. Dad was worried about you when you went off to fight. He missed you. He didn't say it much like, but when he was delirious with pain and drugs his last few weeks, he'd hold that picture. That's not my boy, he'd say. Unrecognisable.
To be fair, you looked a wreck when you got home. Didn't the army lads have a shower? It's no wonder he didn't recognise
He
you.
wasn't the only one. Do you remember when I walked up the drive? You were playing at something.
Hopscotch.
Shut up.
I walked up the drive. You went running into the house. I'm not surprised you didn't recognise me. I suppose my army uniform looked a little different to my school one.
I was an R, a real soldier at my house. But you looked.
I wish you had recognised me. I'm not surprised you didn't. Like, Mum was... Well, she had you after I left. I suppose you'd only ever see me through photos and that.
I had this image in my head of a boy a couple of years older than me. But you look like Dad. I thought something had happened to him.
And then Mum comes out, doesn't she? And she looked at me in that way that she did. What do we used to call it? The smiling scowl.
Happy and livid in the same moment.
As only a man could be.
I used to call it a coin face. 2 sides.
And you know the look.
She threw one arm around me neck, the other around me waist, Rushing me.
Her farm girl hug.
You can take the woman from the country.
I tell you, lads, I met some pretty scary fellas overseas, but I thought that hug might be the end of me.
I didn't think she'd let you go.
She kept rubbing me arms, kissing me cheeks and me forehead. I think she was trying to convince herself that it was real. I think convince myself it was too. I can't tell you the number of times I woke up after being right there with her, in that moment, just to find myself back on the lines.
Man was crying, wasn't she?
So were you.
I thought he was hurting her, but then Mam called me over and I sat there with him.
Waited 6 years to come home. Yeah, but we went in the house and Mam makes a gallon of tea and enough toast to feed the 5,000. She keeps touching me. Every time she leaves the room, she checks straight back to make sure I'm still there. I felt so guilty.
I recognise you though.
Ah, yeah, you did. First thing you did was ask me to come out and play war with yous.
You've got to bide your time for his good stuff. I got him out of him in the end.
Well, we just sat there, me and Ma, talking into the night. You could see I'd changed. Talked to me like I was her grown son for the first time. She changed too. There was a stillness to her, and that was new. Yeah, well, just before I went to bed, she had me make a promise not to leave you alone again.
I don't know how that turned out.
Ah, no.
He's right though.
Ah, look, I'm just
But
reminiscing.
don't bring up stuff like that to stir the pot.
That's fetch for starters.
Look, I tell you what. Let's all just have a drink, yeah? Mellow out, like.
Did you just say mellow out? Hey now, see here folks, let's all just chill and smoke a doobie and have a load.
It's an Americanism.
Well, you sure didn't pick it up in Rathmines. You went all American on us, did you, Christy?
Not all, but some. Look, it rubs off.
It could have been me, you know.
What the no?
Could have been me over there in the States.
You were gonna go to the States?
Well, no, I didn't. It's a bit more complicated than that.
When was this?
A few years back.
A girl. Bet you it was for a girl.
It was back when Dad was getting too much for just me. The hospital had this nurse coming a couple of times a
Nurse,
week.
see, I told you it was a lass.
She was special. Look, we've all been there, lads. You don't want to hear this much.
No, go on.
Well, she was a few years older than me.
Oh, experience. You can't go wrong with that.
And loving and generous and all those things. Put a take-home like me to shame. She loved to read, loved to study. Got me back into the books too. Not personally, it was just infectious like. Dug out all these history books. Loved me Irish history. There's nothing like knowing where you're from.
I was the same. Ate up all those James Ushers and Charles O'Connors.
With them Euro books in the front bedroom, I figured they were. I dug them out and
Jeez,
read
will
them.
you get to the good bit?
So this one day I decided, fuck it, gonna ask her out. Never asked a girl out in my life. I was making her a cup of tea and the spoon was rattling in the cup like a cowbell at market. I'm mumbling everything I'm saying. Every time there's a pause I'm about to, and I bucket.
So how did she...
Well, eventually she got sick of me stammering and said, "Are you gonna ask me out or what?"
Jeez, she's so front-like.
I liked that, to be honest. She was never afraid of what people thought. Bold as brass she was. Whenever I'd be moping, she'd give me a clip and tell me there's worse in the world.
She sounds a treasure.
It was strange though, having someone be there for me, not just die, you know?
Aye. But she went off without you then.
About 6 or 7 months in, she sat me down and told me she'd been accepted for this training course thing at a hospital in New Orleans. Never heard of the place. I figured there was no New Orleans out west near Cork somewhere.
Not wrong. Well west of Dublin.
Yeah. She talked about it like, I never took her for serious. She made this whole plan, me trained to teach and her setting her practice. She'd even talked to Dad. Got some friends of hers to set up a place in this home where he could live out until the inevitable.
Weren't you tempted, like?
That's the fucking was. I can see the appeal, Chris. I'm not some bleeding cow. I can see why people are flocking there in droves. But I'm here. So you know how this story works out.
She went off to America.
She sat me down one day and laid it down the table and told me to decide there and then. She sat, eyes locked, waiting for me to say something. That's when I heard Dad start coughing in his room. I went in to check, must have been in there an age. I looked at him in the eyes. I couldn't just abandon him. When I came out, she'd gone. Guess it answered her question. Look, you two got to live your lives wherever it may be feeling and all that. But mine's happening without me 5,000 miles west of here. I made the hard sacrifices, not little ones, big ones.
Dave.
Come on now, I'm not looking for a hug or a hanky or anything. I didn't think stuff like that had gotten to me. It just did, like. It just would have been so nice just to get away for a while. If somebody I could have trusted, a brother, would have taken charge of Dad for one night. Just one night. The road's less travelled. Que sera, sera, and all that.
Didn't know.
You feckin' serious? Hard sacrifice?
Pat, no.
Feck off. Dave, lad, the fuck you think we've been doing the last 20 years of your life?
Paddy, I'm sure.
Come out with your tale of woe about some lass you kinda had a thing for. First off, if you loved her, you'd go.
Come now.
No, you've got the floor, now it's my turn.
Sit down, we'll have a drink.
You want me to tell your story? Sit down. Jeez, you wouldn't know sacrifice if you fell in it. Rena sacrificed. Came from money. Chris, I tell you, lived in one of them big houses up in Merrion Square. Takes me, lad from Ballyman, to meet her dad. Fella just looks me up and down and says, nah. And what does she do? Packs her bag, slides down the drain pipe and meets me on a corner. Now that's a sacrifice!
But why did he?
Ah, them fuckers can smell money.
But surely,
Dave,
at least.
lots changed in the last 10 years, but the upper classes are still stuck in the fucking dark ages. Her dad was one of them big, fat, fickle toughs, like, born into money. You know the type, sharp as a beach ball and just as round. All he saw was some eye with no cop on looking to run his way into his wallet. Fucking money. Always about the money.
But you were married. You were happy.
Do you fucking see her or me lad here?
Well, for a time, yous.
Who paid for this service? The flowers. Your nice new suit there. The house. The fucking house.
Dad had money.
What, on a fucking tree in the backyard?
He got his money out of the funeral parlour before you decided to run it into the ground.
When I fucking... Jeez, that's fucking good. That's fucking... When Dad was working, the business was good, like.
True. If someone in your family died, you went to Shannon's. We'd all ones hanging on to their last breath to make sure we could fit them in.
But Ma passing, another shite that came after, that was too much. Days pass, things drift by, and before you knew it, he'd been gone weeks, a month.
Was it as long as that?
Till one day, he just didn't go back.
I thought the business was square.
Oh, it is now, settled with the bank. Well, sort of a bank.
What? Come on. Masters. Loan sharks like.
Step up above gangsters, but a step below a bank like.
What are you?
Financial experts with unethical means, or accountants with hammers.
One of them's. Dad was into them for a load. They weren't going to come running from it from you. You were a pup. After a heavy knock on my door, they took 3 teeth. And this fingernail.
Jesus.
I didn't have nothing except the name Shannon. So I opened up the doors again and let people know we were available for, you know, plantings and bonfires like.
Jesus, I hated the parlour.
Fucking hated it. But I did it. For you. And Dad. Managed to settle Dad's debt
and swell his account enough to keep yous afloat.
Why didn't you tell me?
Would you have fucking taken it? When I left home, you and Dad were in your own little world. You didn't even realise I'd gone until I got a call a month later.
I wish I'd done something.
Running that place, clearing Dad's dead, cost me 3 teeth. You see me little finger, me home, me marriage, access to me son, and gave me a slowly pickling liver. So when you talk about hard sacrifice, think about the price I paid to keep a roof over your dainty feckin' head.
Ah, right, that'll do, Pass.
Jeez, feckin' green.
On my way.
No.
Tell him now, jeez, you change your fucking tune.
Look, that lad's obviously deluded.
Tell him you're about to do the rosary. I'd say it's a little inappropriate.
A little inappropriate. Half an hour ago you were breaking me feckin' arm to tell him.
This isn't how I thought things were, okay? Jesus, where did all that come from? Even I didn't know all that.
Ah, we never had the luck of fecking after another country, did we now, Christy? Look, you do what you like, but I would not let that man go on the ground without Dave knowing the truth. He wasn't a feckin' blessing. He was a feckin' hex!
Don't let your God get away with you. Even you don't know. I'll do the talking as and when, alright? As and when.
What were we doing?
We said we'd do the rosary.
Right, let's do the fucking rosary.
Suppose I should lead. Look, lads, just before we do this, I just want to say thanks for respecting his wishes. I know it's not easy.